Well, Karen, this is a list of charges. Some of the items on this list, including convictions of the two men who were involved in Friday's shooting here at Toys R Us in Palm Desert. The Agua Caliente tribe has hoped they played their cards right during this election. Police, as well as Agua Caliente officials, have confirmed that there have been two shootings here at the casino. One person has been confirmed dead. Those rainwaters came down on Sunday morning, but take a look at this. Mud and a stream still cover Indian Avenue. Everyone who walks into the Pavilion RV storage is automatically caught on surveillance camera. This high school has just come off of lockdown. Just a few hundred yards to the south of us here along the freeway is where a handful of railroad crews are keeping watch tonight over a derailed train overturned by that tornado. Now, of course, Van Snap takes his police work very seriously, but when it comes to playtime, he is just a regular dog. Here you go. We're right here inside the Best Buy store in Palm Desert. Now, a lot of the people you see here in line, they say they did not shop very much before Christmas, but they are shopping a lot now, and they're finding some great deals. This isn't a New York City street. It's a sea of post-Christmas shoppers at the Desert Hills outlets in Cabazon. Lots of retailers remain nervous about revenues from this holiday shopping season. Despite massive discounts and longer store hours, total holiday sales were down at least 5% over last year. This shopper spent more Friday than he did at all pre-Christmas.
I did less before Christmas, knowing that we'd probably come out here. But we're still spending.
He wasn't alone. You even brought your dog shopping.
Yeah.
Is he helping you find some stuff?
Yeah, he's good at that stuff.
He is. He sniffs it out.
Yeah.
Inside nearly every store, there are literally hundreds of shoppers. These shoppers are fueled by the big sales going on here, of course. But if we take a look, these sales are even bigger now than they were a couple of days ago. Stores slashed prices even deeper and increased sales up to 70%. Some shoppers had no problem waiting in long lines, hoping to bargain hunt. And why are you waiting in this line?
Because I want to see what they got.
The outlet's parking lot Friday full, forcing shoppers to park nearly a quarter of a mile away. The sound of sales after Christmas and not returns has stores' outlooks a bit brighter for 2009. And a lot of these sales will continue on through the weekend, according to local retailers. They say they hope that after all the numbers are tallied up from these extended sales, they hope that pushes their revenues for 2008 into the black. Right here in Palm Desert, Ciara Coyle, KMIR 6 News.
Do you think he was trying to kill himself? And I said, no way. Not with leaving his 4 dogs at home with nobody there.
Lillian Barber and Metrolink engineer Robert Sanchez shared a love of Italian greyhounds. Their dogs brought them together.
I just can't imagine him being gone.
But now federal investigators of Friday's deadly Metrolink crash reveal Sanchez was text messaging just before the crash. Lillian says Robert moved from Crestline near Lake Arrowhead to Menifee after his partner committed suicide. Despite his personal trauma, she says Robert was always smiling.
Rob is one of the most alive people I've ever known.
Lillian says she and Robert would often eat lunch together at this Vietnamese restaurant in Temecula, but after lunch, Robert would head straight for this See's candy store to satisfy what she called his big sweet tooth. Robert was diabetic.
He could have had a diabetic crash.
She says the Robert she knew would not have purposely ignored train signals telling him to stop for the oncoming freight train. Lillian spoke with Robert for the last time several months ago.
I can't go to lunch, and he said, well, all right, and he hung up. Now I'm thinking about him a lot.
And the questions that now haunt her.
Rob, what were you doing? What were you thinking?
In Murrieta, Ciara Coyle, KMIR 6 News. In the corner of this private backyard, Animal Control Officer Alex Voigt picks up 2 coyote pups. Homeowners here say coyotes are starting to run rampant in their country club, but the officers are not done here. One more pup tries, unsuccessfully, to get away. The man who lives here says,
I suspected I'd get an eerie feeling when I would mow back in that corner, like something was watching me. That's crazy, I know, but turns out I guess I was right.
Animal Control inspects one of the pups they caught. They say they look harmless enough, they look cute and furry, but they by no means want you to try what they just did yourself. Animal Control officers say they've been on the coyotes' trail for weeks now at the Indian Palms Country Club. 2 weeks ago, coyotes killed a resident's small dog. This coyote expert points out a den under a swimming pool.
A lot of dens that we find are just under bushes, shrubs, and so forth, but this is absolutely amazing. It's like a condominium complex.
Animal control uses these cages to trap and relocate coyotes out of urban areas.
We'll take them way back in the mountains and let them go in a safe place where they won't come in contact with humans.
But the experts say the battle will continue.
We're encroaching on their property, not them on us. They've always been here. We're the newcomers here.
In Indio, Ciara Coyle, KMIR 6 News. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Ciara Coyle. Tonight, multiple box office favorites picked up Golden Globe Awards, but the event was minus the Hollywood glitz, glamour, and A-list stars. The show itself was canceled because of the writers' strike, replaced by a press conference event. Stephanie Stanton has tonight's story. And also among tonight's winner, Tina Fey of NBC's 30 Rock for Best Actress in a Comedy. Well, back here in the Coachella Valley, another set of winners tonight, this one from the International Palm Springs Film Festival. Back here at home, the economy continues to weigh on the public's mind, especially this holiday weekend. With many people conserving gas and spending less on food, the outlook for many local businesses this Memorial Day may surprise you. Breaking news right now into the KMIR 6 newsroom. An agent says actor and director Sidney Pollack has died at age 73. We will have much more on his life and legacy to the entertainment world coming up tonight for you on KMIR 6 News at 11. Right now, the cleanup continues after several towns in the Midwest took direct hits from tornadoes over this weekend. 7 people are confirmed dead, and rescuers are still sifting through debris for more survivors. NBC's Janelle Klein has the latest.